they're canceling Scary Movie because of this? That's right, in Scary Movie they made fun of pronouns, to the point that now we have articles like this. Marlon Wayans wants to cancel culture with Scary Movie 6. Wouldn't it be epic? Someone even commented here, is he trying to revive old school comedy? Marlon Wayans said that the goal of Scary Movie 6 is to bring back the irreverent comedy of the 2000s. And he believes that the only way to achieve this is by canceling cancel culture. I think that's absolutely brilliant. What we're trying to do is bring back laughter. It's about bringing comedy back to how it used to be. I think the only way to achieve this is to put an end to cancel culture, said the actor and producer of the film. Let's be clear, guys. From my point of view, this is something very good, very positive, and I know that in this movie they're probably going to make fun of conservatives and progressives. I don't care, let them make fun of everyone, That's the purpose of comedy, that's the purpose of a movie like Scary Movie, to make fun of everyone. It really doesn't matter, in fact I even think it's something healthy and absolutely necessary for this movie to make fun of everyone. But anyway, let's react to this. This video by Deremate.
You know that gender ideology is in intensive care when even Hollywood makes fun of day dance? Look, I honestly don't think that gender ideology is in intensive care, unfortunately. Look, it's supposed to be a comedy movie, a humorous one. I mean, they parody absolutely everything, so should they make fun of everything without any kind of restriction?
I totally agree. Unfortunately, I don't think gender ideology is finished. In fact, we've seen how many of these progressive people have come out to defend Nicolas Maduro or the Ayatollah's regime in Iran. I mean, it's complete madness.
I don't think this means, unfortunately, that gender ideology is in intensive care. Also, if we get down to it, Marlon Wayans supports the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community, and I understand he has a trans son, so,
Just imagine, there you have it. And even so, he makes fun of all this, which I think is healthy.
So I think that idea that he's making fun of trans people isn't really the case. Besides, he's a guy who has even said that,
I mean, if that's the case, the thing is he makes fun of everyone.
cancel culture. And in the movie, there are going to be jokes about conservatives and Republicans.
So that's right. I think that's great.
And that's all good. Make fun of everyone. That's the idea of humor, you know? That's the kind of comedy people want. One without filters that's just pure humor. That's it. If you don't like that kind of humor, don't watch it and go watch something else, that's all. There's no need to cancel anyone, no need to cry over a joke, no matter who it is, okay? It doesn't matter if it's from the left, the right, whatever, it doesn't matter, they can joke about whatever they want. And if we get down to it, it's simple. It's just a joke, it's just humor. And also, it's not like we see a lot of those either, because we live in a time where comedy has been softened so much just to avoid offending anyone. Everything is so politically correct that even seeing jokes like these, which are really stupid, is rare. Even though in another time, all of this would have been completely normal, all of this.
This was super normal. It used to be really common. Guys, we had Scary Movie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth one, 2, 3, honestly, but 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wonderful movies. They're classics. And yes, they have crappy humor, really bad jokes. I know that, but that's part of Scary Movie and I like it.
All of this, out of fear that the woke mob will attack and cancel them, who are the same ones that have ended good comedies here. Another one says, if the they damn joke isn't something like, come on mom, it's 2026, respect the pronouns, then I'm going to feel a little disappointed. It's just too vulgar for a horror movie, very vulgar, way too vulgar for a horror movie. I mean, first of all, it's not really a horror movie.
Of course, it's not really a horror movie. It's a comedy or a parody of horror movies. That's what Scary Movie is.
It's a parody more than anything. But if we get down to it, these kinds of movies like Scary Movie are pretty vulgar. I mean, for example, all of them.
Yeah, that's true, they are. You know, a few days ago I decided to watch, I think it was Scary Movie 1. Wow, I mean, it's something that really made me think. They don't do that kind of thing nowadays. We'll see if they do things like that, which I think they will, in Scary Movie 6. But seriously, watch it. Watch one of the Scary Movie films. You'll be surprised. Because you'll realize that a lot of those things stopped being done in movies, and nowadays they'd even be super cancelable.
But anyway, then you have this other one that says, I saw the trailer for Scary Movie 6. It made me moan audibly. I guess it means it made me moan out loud. It made me, I don't know, whatever.
Look, here it basically shows Squidward, not saying a new trailer has come out. And then it starts with a joke about my pronouns and goes, oh my god, the pronoun joke offended him. Oh.
And listen to the comments here. It says, are they still making it? He asks, to which he replies, this is the first one made by the Wayans brothers since Scary Movie 2. To which the first guy replies again, he replies again, here are the same Wayans brothers, one of whom has a trans son. And are they making a pronoun joke? I ask here, right? I mean, what's the point of making a pronoun joke? I mean, they make a joke with pronouns because they understand that humor should just be that and shouldn't be taken any other way. No.
Of course, but these people feel untouchable. They think they're special. They think they can talk and say whatever they want about others, because they do it themselves, right? I mean, these people mess with you and say things to you, but you can't say anything about them because they're a special group.
There's not much else to it. Just laugh. That's it. Some people say things like this. You'd have to be an idiot to think Scary Movie 6 has a genuinely phobic agenda, which this idiot seems to be enjoying, when everyone else is going to have a bad time. And that's the goal of the first two movies. Look, I think the joke itself is crap. I mean, let's be honest, the joke. The joke in the joke is bad, but that's it. Scary Movie, the vast majority of the jokes in Scary Movie are bad. That's part of the movie. The joke in question is garbage. It's not very good, to be honest, but not because I agree or disagree, it's just not funny. And honestly, I don't care. Damn, I'll be honest with you, but I understand why they put it in the trailer. Maybe just to get attention and stir up controversy. Because we live in a pretty, let's say, easily manipulated time in that sense, and they're starting to pull it off. If you think about it, look.
Of course, if they wanted to get attention, they did it the right way. If they wanted to tell the world, hey, there's gonna be a Scary Movie film. Very soon, they did it, they pulled it off, and now a lot of people are going to have their eyes on Scary Movie.
This simple tweet here has 3.2 million views just for posting a 14-second scene. But anyway, then this other one says, I don't know why people are getting upset. It was a quick and kind of weak joke, but they're not offensive, especially knowing Marlon. I know he asked if it was okay before posting it. Why would he ask if it was okay to post a crappy joke? I don't know.
It's just unbelievable. Look, honestly, I don't believe it. I think what they're basically doing is making fun of everyone. That's what they're going to do in that movie, make fun of everyone without exception. No one is going to be spared.
Here, another person says the difference is that they don't do it out of hate. The Wallens literally have trans and they them kids, whom they support. If you think the joke is just ha, they them, you're dumb. The joke is the exaggerated reaction and the stupidity of just standing there while they stab you. Look, you're the real idiot here. The basic joke is, the whole scene, everything, if you take something out it feels empty. The entire scene makes up the joke. Do you get what I mean?
Actually, I think the biggest joke there is that you're in a dangerous situation. There's a priority. And that person focused on something silly, something absurd, like their pronouns, instead of paying attention to something much more important. Like running for their life because their life is in danger at that moment, so that's what's really important about that scene. And that happens a lot with these people. I mean, everything could be happening around them. But for them, their pronouns, if you don't say them correctly, it's a total scandal. It's their priority. Just imagine.
It's just a joke, whatever. Call them whatever you want, but the main thing is the pronouns. In fact, they can't stop talking about anything else while they're being criticized. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, totally. Yes.
I know this is used as a device in scary movies, especially staying still in certain situations to talk about something else, and that's in part a kind of joke. However, if you don't accompany it with a theme, with a specific comment, it's not funny. So if it weren't for the pronouns, it wouldn't make sense. What?
I totally agree. But anyway, guys, what do you think about all this? What do you think about this awesome Scary Movie trailer that's really grabbing everyone's attention? Let's keep an eye on this movie because I think things are going to get intense. Thanks for watching and see you next time.